Hi everyone, welcome back. I wanted to film this get ready with me because recently my videos have been less frequent and I have lost a few subscribers, and I can only guess it's over there. It could be other things. Basically I just wanted to give you a glimpse of my life as it really is. A lot of the time with my YouTube videos I do have a little bit of time to myself, or create a little bit of time to myself to really dedicate to the videos, which isn't always possible. And more often than, well, 99% of the time my real life situation is what you're going to see now. So this is a get ready with me for real life people with real families and real stuff to get going on, and it gives you an idea of just how difficult it is to actually produce YouTube videos with scenarios like this. And hopefully I just feel like that would maybe create a little bit more empathy or whatnot from people who maybe can't understand why I'm not producing as many videos as I did before, and hopefully it'll encourage those people that are still continuing to support me while I'm going through a situation where I'm having less time to myself to film. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. It's a bit tongue-in-cheek because of course you're not really going to learn much about the products or getting ready. It's just one of those things. Rather than filming a vlog, which my husband would not like me to do because he doesn't really want to show the house, and he wants me to maintain as much privacy as I possibly can for other family members, although you know him and Scarlett, you do see them, mostly Scarlett, in the video today because they live here too. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy the video. The lighting's not great because I've had to film this in the dining room. The real life scenario is that my dressing table's now in my bedroom rather than me having my own beauty room like I did before, because I've now got another baby on the way who needs a bedroom to sleep in. So I've created a space for them in the house, and I usually get up earlier than my husband, and you know he needs his rest, so I can't sit at my dressing table doing my makeup you know, with everything like I did before, and that's live. So I hope you enjoy the video. Give me a thumbs up if you do. If this is the first video you're watching, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let me know what you think in the comments. Did you enjoy this? Did you not enjoy this? It's a different sort of thing for me, so do let me know, and I'll get straight into the video. For foundation, I'm going to use my Rimmel 25 Hour in 100 Ivory. This is the lasting finish foundation with my Zoeva 104 buffer brush. It's the rose gold collection one. I've got absolutely no idea what foundation colour I am at the moment. Your skin goes a little bit darker when you're pregnant, often, but I find that I cannot work out what shade I am because my skin colour my skin just reacts differently to foundation. Obviously you've got hormones and all of that going on, but I'm just finding that whereas in the past things wouldn't oxidise on me, they are now doing that. So it's not the foundation. I've seen, I'm worried this will be taken the wrong way, I've seen other pregnant people on YouTube doing foundation reviews. I'm not sure how they'd be able to comment on things like how it oxidises and the shade and stuff like that, whether it does or doesn't, because it's just, everything's just so different when you're pregnant. Obviously the finish and the wear and stuff you could probably still give a good opinion on, and obviously you'd be able to comment in regards to pregnant people, but for non-pregnant people, or comparing it to foundations that you would wear when you're not pregnant or had worn when you're not pregnant, it's really hard to say, because I've got foundations I'm using now that are just behaving differently because my skin's behaving differently and my body's behaving very differently. So let's just take that little bit down the neck and hope for the best. Thankfully, bit on the ears. Thankfully, with being winter, we've got our Christmas jumpers on, we've got our wintry clothes on, and so if it doesn't match my body, then it's not the end of the world. I'm just going to use this Maybelline Colour Tattoo in Creamy Beige. I'm just trying my best to get as much progress as I can on the products I had in my use up for 2016 before we hit 2017. I think now's about the time of year where you can give yourself permission to go, right, that's sort of as much as I can get done, but I'm really trying not to do that. I'm really trying to give the last leg everything I've got, especially because I know there's going to be several products in there there's no chance on God's green earth I'm going to have chance to use up, and that I just feel like if I don't give up and if I do my best, and I can hand on heart side, I do my best, and I can feel a little bit less bad about that being the case. All I've done is put it on with my ring finger and then use my middle finger like a clean blending brush and just smudging out the edges. Before I go on to eyeshadow, Scarlett just wanted to show you her outfit of the day. She picked this herself in H&M. Stand up, darling. It's all beautiful. So she's got a lovely sparkly kitty cardigan on with sequins and a bow. Want to turn round? That's it. And then it's like a longer t-shirt, sweater, perfect for leggings with a little slit at the side. And then these lovely matching leggings that were 3 for 2 with little black and white dots on it. Looks like little snowdrops, doesn't it, Scarlett? Beautiful. Do you want to show your hair? She's picked a ponytail. Turn round with a Princess Sophia. Oh, hang on, let's get your bow. Turn round, darling, with the Princess Sophia hair bow in her hair. Look absolutely gorgeous. You're going to say Merry Christmas to everyone?
Merry Christmas, everyone.
So next, moving on to eyeshadow, I'm going to use my Clinique, originally was a quad, now is a duo or 1.5, and I'm going to use the brown shade in it, which is Bewitched. Very odd name for that shade, on a Zoeva 234 Luxe Smoky Shader.
Are you saying that to them?
Yeah, I'm just saying that to them. And then I'm just popping the brush in the shadow, tapping it off, kissing the girl, and just packing that all over the mobile lid. It's going to be a very simple, easy look today. I'm just literally going to bring it up, bring it into the crease. Scarlett's agreeing. What do you think? Yeah. And then I'm just going to blend it out. So it's a one eyeshadow smoky eye. Well, I say one eyeshadow. I'm going to use a little something to blend the seams, but the majority of it's one eyeshadow.
There's no children over there in the computer, Mummy.
Might be children watching, darling. We don't know. Do you want to say hello to the children if there are any?
Yeah.
Oh no. Say hello to the children.
Hi.
If you could wear any colour eyeshadow, what would you wear?
Yellow.
Yellow.
And light blue.
Good choice. I'm just going to use my Makeup Revolution Ultra Eyeshadows Flawless palette, and I'm going to use the lightest shade just to sort of set the foundation that I had up here so I can get a nice transition. And this is the shade Paper, which is the lightest matte shade in the palette. Can't really show it you because it's in a project, so it would be a bit of a spoiler if I did. But it's just a matte cream shade. Any matte cream shade will do. And I'm taking that all the way up from the crease right up to the brow bone. And that's a Zoeva 221 Luxe Soft Crease. And next I'm going to use Luxe Soft Definer, which is the 227 in the shade Smudge in the palette. Just a tiny bit. Tap it off really well. And because it's not actually that light for me, it's the sort of medium shade out of the mattes, the 4 mattes on the left of the palette. So I'm just using that to blend out the edges and provide a transition between the beige colour and the dark shadow on my lid. and I'm just going to do a couple of layers of that. Okay, I'm just going to go into the darkest shade of the mattes in this palette, just because it's not blending how I would like today, and I'm just going to pop that in the crease as well. I'll annotate the name of the shade because I can't remember it. That's a bit better. I'm going to clean all of this up with concealer. So I was thinking about doing something festive today, because I'm going to like a kids, it's not really a kids, my friend has a child the same age as Scarlett, and it was sort of like a daytime pre-Christmas, won't see you before Christmas sort of gathering. So I was going to go to that today, and I was thinking about putting on some nice gold for that, but in all honesty, I just grabbed whatever products were easiest for me to get my hands on without disturbing my sleeping husband in the bedroom, now that my dressing table is in the bedroom. So I'm just popping this Gosh Peachy Rush cream blush on my cheeks. I would usually use my e.l.f. small stipple brush, but as I said, I don't want to go in and disturb him. In the centre of my lid, I'm just going to pop this shade here in the Flawless palette, and I'll just annotate that, let you know what shade it is, and I'm just going to pop that in the centre of my lid just to give my a bit more dimension over the top. I'm going to use my MAC Studio Fix concealer in the shade NW15 and just pop that under my eyes. Now I don't know if it is something about the top layer of this product or my pregnancy, or I really don't know, but I didn't used to be able to wear this under my eyes because it would make my eyes sting and water, and on my eyelids as well I couldn't do it, and I thought it was the SPF 15 in the product, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere I can now use it. So it's great, and it doesn't irritate my eyes. You might think, well, why would you put that somewhere you know irritates you, but I was just in a rush one day, and I find that if you just, you know, in the past if I went one day it wouldn't hurt. It was just with continuous sort of use, and then I realised I'd used it a couple of days in a row, and then I used it 3 days in a row because there was still no irritation, and yeah, and it was fine. So I'm so pleased about that. I have actually got a couple of blemishes. It's not usually like me. Once here, you can definitely see that. Sometimes the lighting washes you out and you don't see imperfections, which I suppose is a good thing, but that you can see, and one little one there which I'll just cover up. I had to set my under eyes with my Ben Nye banana powder and cameo powder, and my Real Techniques contour brush, because I've had to set it off camera because Scarlett needed me, and this is real life. We're now eating breakfast. I have cereal with a banana on it. Scarlett, can I borrow your cereal to show? Scarlett's got her cereal with a strawberry on it, and I'm in the making of doing a peppermint tea to go with it. You enjoying that, baby? Delicious. And yeah, back in a bit to finish the makeup off. If you can hear cartoons in the background, it's because there's cartoons in the background, and I'm going to be using my Candid Coral e.l.f. blush just to top the cream blush and also give my cheeks a nice glow and shimmer. I'm now doing my eyebrows with my Real Techniques brow brush and my Sleek eyebrow kit in light, and I'm just using the wax side because I've almost finished it up and I'm really excited. I must admit this morning does feel a little bit more hectic than usual. I'm going to have to finish this look off super quick because I've got an appointment with the midwife and I need to leave the house in like 10 minutes. And from the waist down I'm not even dressed yet. So I'm just using the Clinique shadow we used on the lid, and I'm just dipping the tips very lightly of the bristles of my 227, which is very much like a MAC 217. Not that I've ever owned one, but I've seen them, and I'm just putting that very lightly on the lower lash line. I'd love the opportunity for bronzer, highlighter, etc., contour, but it's just not going to happen today. And I'm taking a shade which I will annotate from my Flawless palette on my ring finger and popping that on the inner corner of my eyes. I had brought down with me my Manicadar eyelash primer, which is not going to happen now, so we're going on to L'Oreal mascara. All the products that I'm using today will be listed in the description bar. If there's a complete change in lighting, guys, it's because there's been a complete change in lighting. I'm filming this in the dining room, and I'm in front of an open window, and the sun has been setting. The sun has been rising rather, as we've been getting ready together. So my husband is now left for work. I also work, but 3 days a week rather than 5 like he does. But on the days that I do work, I do leave the house earlier than him and generally get home a little bit later than him. And I'm just going to put a little bit on the bottom lashes. If you look in the back of my mirror here, you'll see my lovely wipeable tablecloth. Very important to be wipeable. Very little point having a tablecloth that's not wipeable when you have kids and a cat that walks on everything. No liners going on the inner waterline either, and I'm using a gloss on its own, which is the one in my Use Up number 7 High Shine in Smile. And that will do. The hair will probably stay like this and not be done at all. So I shall come back and film an outro after I've seen the midwife. So it's now about 6 o'clock in the evening, because it's been my first opportunity to film again, and went really well with the midwife, and I should be finding out next month what the sex of the baby is, and everything's normal except my blood pressure, which is just a little bit low, but that is a bit normal for me, though I think it is a little bit lower than before. So yeah, thank you to everybody who's got this far and watched all of the video, and I'm not sure if this is going to be necessarily a regular thing. I just thought I would, as a one-off, give you that insight into my real life as it is. And I want to wish everybody a really Merry Christmas, because I'm really not sure when my last video is going to be uploaded between now and Christmas. So if this is the last one, then Merry Christmas to you. Bye!